What's going on, everybody? Once again, MonkeyDude22 here, back again for another video, and this time we're going to check out Google Stadia on the Google Chrome browser. Stadia, of course, being that new cloud streaming service that came out on November 19th, 2019 this year, so just a couple of days ago as I am posting this video. It'll be available to everyone in the near future, but of course right now it's out to founders and premier members of Stadia, which you basically had to pre-order. A couple of months ago. It was $130, came with a Chromecast Ultra, brand new Stadia controller, the Midnight Blue edition, I believe is what they called it. And of course you get the 3 months of Stadia Pro, which is going to be $9.99 a month, and it gives you a free game every month to play. So for Founders members, what we can play right now for free was Samurai Shodown and also Destiny 2. So I'm going to take a look at both of those today. And as you can see on the lower right-hand corner of the screen, I have my Xbox One controller connected right now through the Google Chrome browser. And of course, you can see the button presses, input latencies, and all that kind of stuff right here in real time. I thought that would be the best way to show you guys what the latency looks like on the controller compared to the game itself. So I'm going to go ahead and play Samurai Shodown a little bit first, and then I'm going to jump into Destiny 2 in this video, and then I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts and impressions as we are playing. So let's go ahead and start Samurai Shodown. I'm just going to hit the A button on the controller to start it up once I hit the play button here. And now I'm in the full window here. So we can open up the Stadia menu, check out my friends, parties, and more. And here we go. You can see already I'm just on the menu and everything's really snappy. This is the very first time I'm doing this, by the way, so I'm checking out everything for the first time. I have no idea what kind of latency, responses, all that kind of stuff is going to be. I'm going to turn down the volume just a little bit here. It sounds a little bit loud in my ear. But yeah, everything. Just the menus right now, just everything feels really snappy. So let's go ahead and let's see, what kind of display options do we have here? Subtitles, and we can adjust the HUD. Sure, we'll just keep the subs is fine, and I'm sure the HUD is fine for me right now. So we'll go ahead and jump into game. Change various different... Oh, I'm still in the options menu right now. I'm crazy. This is all a one take. I'm not doing anything different. So we got a practice mode, we got the online and the story mode and the dojo. Battles, database, gallery. Let's just go ahead straight into the story mode. I'm probably going to get my butt kicked as it normally is. Changing the settings below will prevent your story completion time from being included in the rankings. You can restore your ranking eligibility, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not going to be the best in the world at this game, I am sure. I've never even played this game before, to be quite honest, so I have no idea what to expect with it. I just know it's a 2D fighting game. We got Harumaru. Harumaru. Alright, I guess I get to change my profile color here. Alright, we'll just go with that one. Sure, why not? Maybe it's just the color schemes. Alright, but here we go. Got my mouse on the screen here. I don't think you guys want to see that, do you? Alright. Okay, that's a cool little story there, I'm sure. I'm just interested to check out the gameplay here. Alright, so we go into France. But yeah, so far, I mean, as you can tell, I've got the different inputs here on the controller. I've got the different D-pads here. We've got the thumbsticks that are moving just nicely. Alright, here we go. On God. Alright. I don't even know how to play this game. Maybe jump. There we go. Alright, so I'm stepping back, stepping forward. Swords, slings. Seems all pretty responsive to me. There we go. I'm sure this is on the easiest setting, too. I don't know how I would be able to fare without it. Noticed a little bit of a... When I try to jump and go forward, I don't know if you can kind of see that. That might just be me, because I'm like trying to like just go at an angle. I don't know if that's how that works in this game. You might have to kind of go up and over first. So I was trying to basically jump and go forward at the same time. It didn't quite do it for me there. Oh, did that time. Maybe I just was doing it wrong. I am using an Elite version 1 Xbox wireless controller right now. It is connected via USB, though, to the computer. That is the only way that you can use a non-Stadia controller right now. It does have to be USB and when it's connected to a computer. Yeah, so you see I'm trying to like jump forward while I'm doing it, and it's not really kind of doing what I want. So I don't know if that's just me and my controller or if that's like a Stadia thing. It doesn't feel like it would be something that is affecting... I mean, it's affecting me because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here, but I can't quite tell if that's just the game and how it works or if it's just the Stadia input thing. Oh, victory. Just got to pay more attention to what I'm doing, I guess. Otherwise, the button presses felt pretty responsive to me there, so I didn't really feel like, aside from that jumping issue, let's see, so we can back up and go forward. I mean, that all seems pretty fine. Yeah, I think I'm just doing the input wrong. Because I notice if I try to go a little bit more forward instead of up, it seems to go just fine. So, yeah, I think that just might be my own problem there. Literally chalk it up to, did I just, oh wow, I just like sliced her body in half. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever played this game, so I'm going to chalk it up to that mean user error there. I'm not going to say that was a Stadia thing. That was definitely me. Get the W. There we go. All right, so now we're going somewhere else. Looks like, okay, maybe we were in Hawaii. Oh, we're now going into Hawaii, the Pacific Ocean on the Galleon. All right. So far, so good. I hope you guys are enjoying this little controller overlay. This is a brand new thing for XSplit. That's the streaming software that I use normally. It's with XSplit Broadcaster Edition. And this is a free little add-on that they added, which is really cool. So I'm a fan of that. And hopefully this is giving you guys a good idea of what the input looks like, because I'm just kind of playing with the thumbsticks right now, rolling them around. All right, here we go. All right, see if I can get this jump thing down. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely some user error on that part. See, I wonder, so here's my wonder, because I don't believe this is a cross-play at all. So if I tried to play this game online, I don't know if I'd really find anybody yet, except for maybe other Founders Editions players. That might be the only people that I'm finding. There we go. Victory! Yeah, definitely got that jump down, and I'm feeling much better about it. So I'm not seeing any kind of real latency with this one. And now a lot of people were saying there was a lot of latency with Destiny, so I'm really curious to see about that and how that one was going. So that'll be the next one I jump into after I finish this battle here. So I think this is pretty much all I can really kind of show you with this game, and just in terms of like how it's performing. I mean, you gotta let the the visuals speak for themselves here. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty responsive. I think what I'll try to do real quick is I'll go into the training mode and see if I can't just press a button here, and then I'm going to speak the action when I do it, so you guys can see the visual, you can hear the audio, and you can see the response time on screen. I think that'll be a good thing to check out for this one. Let me see if I can go back up here. I want to do the loading thing. Yeah, so the one thing that is about Stadia is for Stadia Pro, it's $9.99 a month, and it basically gives you one game for free per month. What those games are, if they're high quality or not, nobody really knows. It will be free eventually as a part of Google Stadia Base is what they're calling it. But that's going to be a little bit down the road. Nobody quite knows when that's going to be coming out. I feel like the founders are basically beta testing this for everybody. Now, spoilers, I actually was in the beta for this originally, and the beta was basically playing Assassin's Creed, and it felt pretty good then, but I mean, it wasn't like 4K or anything like that, but I mean, it felt really good then. All right, I think that was pretty good. So I'm going to go back to the main menu here. I mean, as far as I can tell right now, I don't even know that I'm not playing on a console. It feels just like what I would expect it to be like on a console, honestly. Let's just do the training here. Let's see. I don't really want to fight anyone. Let's see if I can go into practice mode. Maybe that's what I want. Well, I guess this is it. So training mode with a variety of settings and options, or just the basic of the game. What I'm trying to find is I want an option to where I can basically have like the inputs show up on the screen at the exact same time that I'm doing it, where basically somebody's not going to be trying to fight me. And maybe that's what this will be, but like I said, I've never played this game before. This is the very first time I'm doing it. I wanted my reactions to be very raw and natural for this, so that way you're kind of like seeing my thoughts as I'm kind of going through it. So, all right, so here we go. All right, so I'm moving. I'm going to try jumping just by hitting up and jump, jump, jump. Let's try swinging a sword. I'm going to hit X, 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 X. Let's try it a couple of times in a row. X, X, X. Yeah, it only does it once. All right, so I'm going to try to do a jump up and forward. All right, so like I said, that might be a user error, but I am trying the D-pad there. Let's try this again. Yeah, so analog stick, it seems to be working just fine. D-pad seems a little bit weird, but I think I have to go forward and up, and I think that was my issue. All right, so crouching. Crouching works just fine. Hit the B button right there. All right, and B. And B attack. All right, let's try the grabs here. All right, grab. Hitting Y. Yeah, this feels pretty responsive to me. You know, a lot of things that other people were saying were seeing like frame drops or like just almost like some sort of like graphical thing with it. I'm not noticing anything like that at the moment. I believe the only way to play the games right now in 4K is using the Chromecast Ultra. Like I said, I'm doing this on the web browser. Hence why this video is going to be at 1080p 60 frames as opposed to 4K. I am going to do a follow-up video eventually with the Chromecast and check out the games in 4K. Ooh, okay, so I don't know if anybody caught that, but it kind of did feel like there was a little bit of a frame skip just then. It's kind of interesting. There wasn't even much of anything happening on the screen there at the same time. I don't know if it was noticeable for you guys, but I definitely saw something there that felt a little bit interesting. All right, so I think I'm good with this one. So let's go ahead and let's see, how do we back up here? So we hit like escape. All right, so escape, the connection for player one was lost. I think my controller just might have just, yeah, there we go. Let's go back to, let's see, restart. How do I get back out of here? End training is what I want. Okay, there we go. End training. Yes, end the training. And I believe to get back out to the main Stadia menu, you're just going to go back to the Stadia store here. So we hit the A button, and here we are back at the store. And then, of course, it takes you basically to the store. You can see what the game is all about and all that kind of fun stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main menu. And we just click the Stadia button to do that. And, of course, it's Samurai Shodown. It's the featured game right now that they're giving away for free aside from Destiny. So we're going to go ahead and try some Destiny here. So I'm going to click on Destiny. And we're going to click play. And just like that, we are now playing some Destiny 2, The Collection. Yeah, we do want to exit the current game. I thought I already did that, but maybe I didn't. Click OK there. All right. So it looks like it's starting up my instance of Destiny 2, The Collection. And I believe this is the game and all of the DLC as of right now. I don't believe there's anything they left out with it. So Google Stadia wants to use my microphone. I don't think they need to use it right now, so I'm just going to click the X button on that. I guess that's so I can do like voice chat. Maybe that's what it's all about. All right, so here we go. Destiny Shadowkeep. I don't know why it's showing my taskbar on the bottom of the screen there. All right, cross-save ready. If you want to use your Guardians from other platforms on this platform, you must link your accounts at bungie.net/crosssave. I do have something like that on my Xbox, but I don't have it set up on the website. So I'm just going to go right now to the title screen and just let it go here. Seeing if I can't get rid of this taskbar here. All right, there we go. All right, so Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. Press A to play. I don't mind if I do. Except, sure. I guess if returning to the title screen didn't just let me bypass it, so. All right, we got the terms of use. I mean, if I'm rejecting it, I can't play it. Destiny 2 servers are not available. For more info, visit help.bungie.net. Cool. That's awesome. I guess, yeah. So Destiny 2 servers are not available. Very interesting. Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on with that. There might be something going on here. All right, Stadia guide. All right, here we go. Actively investigating issues impacting all Destiny services until resolved. Some Destiny and Bungie servers may experience disruptions. Please stay tuned to Bungie Help for updates. All right, well, there you go. So, fortunately, we can't test out Destiny right now. So maybe I'll just make a follow-up video if you guys want to see what Destiny 2 looks like. Make sure to click that like button and let me know in the comments section below. I also want to check this out using the Chromecast to take a look and see what the 4K looks like. But as far as I'm concerned right now, I definitely think that the Samurai Shodown worked pretty well for me. I didn't necessarily feel any input lagged. It felt like a decent experience for me using my connection. So yeah, it seems like it might be one of those your mileage may vary situations, because I've seen a lot of videos, and a lot of those videos were, you know, corporate entities who are using enterprise networks. Those are less than reliable because you've got so much traffic going on those different connections at any given point. So I think it's safe to say right now, my initial first impressions of just Samurai Shodown, it was pretty good. I honestly, I don't think any ill towards Stadia right now. So I may be one of the only positive thoughts on it so far, aside from Destiny, which it's not really Stadia's fault. That's all Bungie. But yeah, I honestly, I think things are looking good right now, at least in terms of the gameplay. Now, in terms of features and stuff like that, there's not a whole lot to show right now. This was basically just going to be a gameplay video. In terms of like any of the features, yeah, I mean, it's pretty bare bones. Like, you've got your sign in right here. You can switch your account. You can go to Stadia settings and you can take a look at the different avatars you can use. Now, you can look at the avatars, but you can't customize it at all. You can't upload your own avatar right now. That's something that's a big thing with Xbox. You can change your avatar on there. You can do that on PlayStation, all that stuff. If you want to change your name, you have to contact them. There's not an easy way to change that. I don't know if that's going to change in the future. I mean, it would be kind of nice to see that. I mean, it took PlayStation, what, 10 plus years before you could finally change your name on PlayStation? It'd be nice to kind of see that over here too. If you look at purchases and subscriptions, you can see all that information. Data usage and quality. If you select that, you have to use the mobile app to manage these settings, basically for the different games and stuff like that. So that's something you have to do from the app. There's a lot of back and forth between the web browser and the app. It seems like for the majority of it, you have to use the app to kind of get things set up. Once you get things set up on the app on your phone, then you can kind of roll with it as of right now. We can go over to display, and then once again, this is another thing, you have to use the mobile app to check out these different settings. And I'm going to have another video that's going to have a little bit of a walkthrough, show you the sign-up process. It's going to show you the mobile app and kind of show you the different kind of settings and stuff like that. Like I mentioned before, this is mainly a gameplay video, so I just want to kind of give a little bit of rundown while we're here. But you've also got the blocked players, redeem code, Google Assistant. You can check out all that stuff as well. If you click on the controller here, this is how you would connect a controller. Of course, you would be using it via USB right now through the browser. Eventually, if you're playing on the Chromecast Ultra, you would be connecting your controller to Wi-Fi. You wouldn't actually be connecting it to the Chromecast. You're actually connecting it to Stadia servers on the back end. And the reason for that is because they're able to eliminate a little bit of input latency by connecting the controller directly. So that's kind of an interesting little side factoid that I don't believe Project xCloud does anything like that, or at least by my testing, it doesn't. Testing right now using just a mobile browser, you're just connecting your controller to your phone via Bluetooth. And that's just kind of how that works. So it's kind of interesting to see Stadia take a different approach on that. If you click on other supported controllers real quick, I'll just show this real quick. You can see right now, you can see the Stadia compatible controllers and screens, and basically what the controller type is, the TV, you know, how the different connectivity works, and how you can use it via Google Chrome. So right now you can see I have the Xbox One controller. I have USB and Bluetooth connectivity, so if I wanted to connect it via Bluetooth, I could. Here's all the different phones that are available, so you can see the USB connectivity for Pixel 2, 3, 3A, 4 with Android 10.0 or greater. It actually has support for the Xbox adaptive controller. That's not something that I've heard people talk about yet, but the adaptive controller is definitely something that folks can use. Same thing with the 360 controller, Xbox Elite controller right now. As I mentioned, I'm using USB. The Elite controller has a different kind of Bluetooth standard. It doesn't necessarily work with all kinds of browsers and phones and stuff like that. So that's the one caveat for me right here with this one. If you're interested in checking all this stuff out, I'll have a couple of links in the description as well. Feel free to leave me comments in the comments section below as well. I will definitely be responding to those as quickly as I possibly can. Stadia is brand new. There's a lot of questions around it, a lot of theories, and a lot of just kind of like a lot of different information out there. And there's not a lot of real talk information because a lot of this stuff is sponsored, given to people. And in my opinion, when things get sponsored and given to people, you don't really see a whole lot of honest opinions. So that's kind of where I'm at with this one. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up on MonkeyDude22. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you giving me a heads up with that like button and clicking that subscribe button as well. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.